who are most vulnerable, the aged citizens who can't sometimes do for themselves, the young people who sometimes are exposed to things and make wrong decisions because they don't have the kind of a family home environment that feeds and nurture them. So I think that there's a potential to just not have some of those safety net opportunities that have always been there, and thinking that people have already made it and there's enough that they've done for them. So yeah, I think there's a danger. I think there's a danger in our democracy in Jasper and all over America that people are less tolerant. They're less tolerant here, and they're less tolerant in other places of people who are different, even different ideas and different opinions. So the Byrd tragedy brought us together in a way that was very positive and good. But then when it was over, people wanted to go back in their own ways and say, it's done, we did our part, so let's go on.
Yeah, people have already become comfortable again.
Don't want to bring it up again. Let's forget about that. Let's don't talk about it a lot. You know, let's go on. We got through it, and let's just act like it never happened.
So is that the first thing people ask you guys, like when you go out of state?
Absolutely.
You say you're from Jasper?
Me.
Well, Waco is the same way. You know, they always mention the David Koresh thing. I don't think people will ever forget that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know what it'll take. I guess the next bad thing.
The next bad thing to come up, and we're hoping, you know, you think about what happened in Arizona, in Tucson, you know, with Gifford. You know, people saw that happen because they were so free with those guns. Just gun. How did this guy get a gun like that with a mind like he had? Totally, I mean, just should never, ever had a gun permit. But to be able to have, I mean, why would you be in Tucson, Arizona with a gun that shot 40 times? You know, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, unless you got it on the black market.
Yeah, some market.
But, okay, well, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Well, I'm glad you guys are doing this. I mean, I think oral histories are very important. I think our history, because, you know, it's amazing about history. And it's amazing how one person can see a story and tell it, and then another person can see it and it's totally different. That's why I believe history is so important, because people don't always write exactly the way it is because they're telling their story. And it may be totally different than somebody else's story. So that's why I really appreciate that. I know it's hard to get to me, but they keep me.
Appreciate it.
They keep me busy sometimes. But this guy here has been doing pretty good for her. He keeps us going.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you
All right.
for meeting with us.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a good trip. Did y'all finish with